It's compelling, it's cutthroat, it's chaotic, it's clever, it's controversy and chaos, baby.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode 70. Ooh, 70 of the Controversy and Chaos podcast. I be having to get it out the way because if I don't do it first words out of my mouth, it's never happening. I'm not introducing it. I don't know what episode number it is. And I have moved on whole conversation and podcast over. No intro. So there you go.
Listen,
Episode 70.
look at the thumbnail, look at the caption. That's how y'all know what episode it is. It's all right. Sorry.
I don't know. I just don't. I can't keep up with it. And I realized like my little book that I write my notes down in, somehow like I'll write out topics like as I think of them, I'll just start writing them down. And then we might do the episodes not in that order. So then I would get confused because I'll write the episode number and then I'll be like, oh wait, episode 65. But on the last page, this one says 64. I'm like, what number are we on? I don't even know anymore because it just gets all discombobulated and confused.
The thing that be getting me clamped up is I always forget to ask you what the episode is called until the last minute. And I just be like, wait, what are we supposed to call this episode? I just feel like, oh my God.
Sometimes when I think of a good title, I write it down.
Yeah, I always forget.
So then when you text me, I just run upstairs. I'm like, oh, let me get my little notebook because I know I wrote it on my book.
I literally always forget. I'm like, wait, this needs a name.
I'm like, wait, what did we talk about? And then I can flip through my page and I'm like, oh, there it is. Here's the name. Boom. Or if you be like, oh, we talked about this, and then I'll remember the conversation. And then I'm like, oh shit, here's a quick name.
Always
and then I go from there. I try to be proactive. It just don't be working.
Listen, the job gets done. Okay?
Listen. So sometimes it might be an outlandish name. Oh well.
It's fine. Okay. It's fine.
Well. Anyway. Okay. You know it's time for the random question.
Well, this random question requires me to show you a clip.
Okay.
And this is from B. Simone, somebody who has had her fair share of controversy. People don't really care about that much. You know, they don't care for her. But I'm not going to say anything about the clip. I just want you to watch and listen to the clip, and then we'll discuss your thoughts. Because immediately I had thoughts, but I want to know if these are the same immediate thoughts that you've had.
Being a best friend with a celebrity, everybody thinks that because you're connected to this person, then your life is just as grand as theirs, or you got it, or they helping you. Baby, didn't have a job, living with my parents, a single mom. All this happened to me this past year. Jesus. And then it's like to not have resentment in my heart towards you because I saw you do this for other people. I saw you give a check to somebody to help them through whatever they went through. And it's like, God, like nobody didn't give me a handout, but guess what? That wasn't your responsibility. God had to take me through that for my own season, for my own thing. I had to get my car repossessed. Jesus. I had to go through the food stamps line. I had to be on Medicaid because whatever I'm building my story too. But it's like, as a friend, somebody who has it, it's hard to digest. They're probably shocked that I'm even saying this right now.
Thoughts? Immediate thoughts?
Immediate thoughts are, I never feel like you are entitled to someone else's money. No matter what, you are not entitled to what somebody else has worked for. They don't have to do anything for you. However, the kind of person that I am, I have always been, if I got it, you got it, we got it. I'm just naturally that kind of person. Like I will literally give you the shirt off my back and not ask for it back and just go with it. I couldn't see one of my friends in dire need, like getting your car repossessed. If I had the money, girl, I would have just paid for it and just like, here, done. I don't want anything back just because of the love and relationship that I have for that person. Especially if I call somebody like my best friend or whatever. I don't throw those things around. Like, I don't even really consider a lot of people my friend. So if I give you that title and then you get a best friend title,
From the sandbox. Like we know each other's families.
Yeah, like I don't think that I could see you destitute and just be like, okay, whatever. Like that's what you got to go through. And then I also get it. A lot of people are very prideful where they're not going to ask you for anything. it's one of those things where it can be very, very tricky, because some people, because they are so prideful, if you try to help them, then that's an issue. If you don't help them, that's an issue. And it's like, I don't want to step on your toes. I don't want you to feel like I'm belittling you, or, trying to quote unquote give you a handout. Like, that's not the intention. I just never want to see my people like fucked up if I know that it's well within my means to help you out. I'm just going to do it just because, and I don't want anything back. It's fine. Once I give it to you, it's yours. There's no strings attached. You don't owe me anything. You don't have to kiss my ass. It's not like, if I call you in the middle of the night, if I say jump, you got to say how high. It's not that, because I think when you do something for someone and it comes with conditions, then it really wasn't genuine. If you genuinely cared about that person and you wanted to help them, you would just do it, period. And that would be it. So, but it could be very, very, very like a tricky situation on both sides. Like, you're not entitled, but I personally could not just sit back and watch. But then sometimes you have those friends that make awful financial decisions multiple times. And it's like, dog, when are you gonna learn? Like, everybody can't continuously bail you out. So sometimes you have those people that do take advantage of it. It's like, oh, I know this person they're a nice, kind-hearted person. They're gonna help me out, and you bank on that person helping you out, rather than saying, okay, I need to make smarter financial decisions. If I can't afford to buy it twice, then I can't afford it. If some shit happens and I know that I don't have anything to cover this, I can't do it. So it can get very tricky. Like, I don't know the whole dynamic of their situation. Has this girl been in a fucked up financial position more than one time? More than two times? More than three times? And it's like, you chose this, so I'm just gonna have to let you. You're gonna have to go through this, because I can't be the one to always be your safety net, and you constantly bank on me being your safety net, because now I feel like you're taking advantage of me.
Yeah, and I agree with that. But okay, first, I'll share my initial thoughts about B Simone and her friends in the video. But I do think that, like, for me, I could never see my friend I could never see my friend or sibling or whatever struggling and not help them, even if it's not financial. Like, okay, let's figure out how to get you about the situation and get you into a better situation. If there's something that I can do to assist, I'm going to do it. Like, you know what I mean? And I feel like it's crazy to be a millionaire and somebody that you grew up with, know their family, all this stuff, like, you're close, you consider them your best friend. And you just sit there and be like, damn, car get repossessed. Damn, you lost your job. Damn, like, and just not even think like, okay, well, let me help you get some resources, or I'll give this to you this one time, get yourself back on track, and we'll figure out from there. But so yeah, two different things. I agree with what you're saying. It really is situational, but I feel like B Simone, from what we've seen on the internet and how her friendships have played out, she's not a good friend. Like, I feel like she's only a good friend to people that it's beneficial for her to be a good friend to, like a Pretty V. Like, Pretty V has clout, she gets opportunities. You know, Pretty V doesn't lean on B Simone for the opportunities, but it always feels like B Simone is always like, I don't know. It always seems like Pretty V is a little bit more thoughtful or not reciprocal, like a little bit more thoughtful of their friendship than B Simone. It feels like B Simone just comes back around when it's convenient for her. And I feel like she did the same thing with like light skinned Keisha. I don't know their relationship, but it just seems like that. And even watching how her podcast, the podcast with her best friend Megan, her other best friend from childhood, how that whole ordeal went down. And Megan, she didn't let that hold her back. She's like, listen, I'm going through a divorce. I have 3 children, one who I believe is autistic. I can't just follow you around the country. Yes, I'm your personal assistant, but like, if it's not business, I can't just up and leave my family. Like, I have to be places for them as well. Like, no, you're going on vacation with your boyfriend. No, I can't just come. If it's not business, like, I can't follow you around. And I feel like B Simone is that type of person to where she wants to be the top dog, like to be minions, to have minions in her friend group. Like she wants to be that one. Like, you know what I mean? She gives that type of energy. And even looking at how, like I said, this is all perception of social media. So I don't know. I'm just making my own assumptions. Just to see how all of her friends from the friend group that she had when Jackie O passed away to now, it's like, how are they all still friends? But you literally wrote them and cut them off and saying, like, our friendship doesn't serve me anymore. Y'all just lost in her grieving someone who was a friend in y'all friend group. Like, she passed away. You wasn't really showing up like that for the friend group. You wasn't showing up for the kids, but yet you be so pressed to be saying that DC Young Fly is your brother. How does that work? Like, it just, the optics look weird. Like, it just looks very weird. But this girl in this particular video, she said that I've seen you cut and write checks for other people. I've seen you give other people jobs and opportunities, but you didn't do it for me, but I didn't hold it over your head. In my mind, I'm thinking, why you didn't give your friend a job? Why you didn't help her get an opportunity? You see she's going through all of these things. Even if you didn't want to financially give her the money, I just can't see a world where I'm in position and I'm not putting the people behind me or around me in position. I don't want to be the only rich bitch at the table. I don't.
Yeah, and a lot of people kind of, I think, B Simone specifically, because we've seen like everybody is her best friend and then they fall out. It's kind of just like, you are the girl that can't keep a friend. And that's a red flag about you personally. Because it's always something. And then it's like, oh, this new person is my best friend. And now I'm doing something with them because I need them in order to achieve what I'm trying to achieve. I don't believe in taking advantage of anybody. And I'm also the kind of person, if I'm eating, we all gonna eat. Asterisk. Because the people that just have no work ethic, are lazy, they can't come. Because you're not willing to do what's necessary. I'm not an open checkbook. I feel like I'm a very generous person. And sometimes I feel like the overly generous people who don't not require something in a sense of like, oh, like you owe me, but you need to do something for yourself. If I helped you out of this situation, even if it's a matter of if I gave you a job, even if I paid whatever it is that you owe, cool, done. It's your duty to not get in the same situation. It's your duty to be like, okay, you have a fresh start. You need to do better. But if you show that, okay, you just irresponsible, you just lazy, like your only means is you just want a handout. Even those people, like, you can offer people a job and they're like, oh no, I don't want that.
Yeah.
They just want the check. And it's like, okay, so you're just looking for me to save you. You're not looking for a way that, okay, even if I take care of this, how are you going to sustain this? Because if I do it for you and you have no work ethic, you're not hungry, you have no drive, you have nothing, you're gonna be right back in the same position. And now I'm gonna find myself trying to help you out again. And still the laziness, no work ethic, all those things still exist. So I can't do that. But it is, and I can see some people taking it kind of like as a slap in the face. Like, we sandbox people, and I think it's natural human nature. Like I said, no one is entitled to anybody else's funds, businesses. You're not entitled to anything. But if you've kind of done it, it's like, you don't even fucking know these people. Like, bitch, I've known you since we were 5 years old.
Like,
then it's like, yeah, you kind of see how people could feel away and just be like, I feel some kind of way about it, but I'm not going to hold it over you. I'm not going to like make it that we can't be friends. I just got to figure my own shit out.
I even think about like the critique that people have for Jay-Z and what's his name? What's that man name? Memphis Bleak. He was just on the Breakfast Club because he's starting his own podcast. And you know, the narrative of how Jay-Z doesn't look out for his friends and this, that, and the third, and he does shady business. He got up on the Breakfast Club and said, no, he told us and kept warning us for a while, like, these are the business moves I'm trying to make. Y'all need to get y'all shit together. Do this, do that. And they were too busy clubbing and having a good time and being young and reckless that once it came time for Jay-Z to level up and he said, I tried to take y'all with me. Y'all not ready. I got to go. That to me is different.
Yeah, that's
you know what I
different because
mean?
that's more of self-preservation. Like, I have done the work. I have worked my ass off to get myself into a different position. Like, I don't want to rely on, in Jay-Z's situation, like, I don't want to rely on just having to be a rapper to sustain me. Like, I want to do other things. I want to grow beyond this. If I want to be a business person, then I'm going to have to operate that way. And if you keep showing me that you're lazy and this is not what you're doing, when that time comes, don't sit here and say that I never did anything for you, because I did.
Don't play the woe
I
is me.
helped you. I told y'all this is what you need to do. This is what I'm trying to do. And you didn't want to do the hard work, then you don't get to eat. But I think it's crazy to say that he don't put people in position, because I mean, you can't really say that because the proof is there.
Yeah. Countless of people
that he has helped, that, and a lot of more people that it's not publicized. A lot of people have, multiple rappers have come out and said that Jay-Z paid their legal fees. Jay-Z paid for this. Jay-Z did this for me. It's like, but you don't always have to advertise those things. But sometimes, like, I can be generous and help you out because I don't want to see a person that I care about, a person that I feel like doesn't deserve this, in a fucked up situation. And I cannot require anything from you, but best believe I'm not going to keep doing it. If I help you out and you still show that you ain't learned from this situation, you didn't say, I need to make better financial decisions, I need to get my affairs in order, then you're on your own. Like, I tried to put you in a position and you fumbled it. That's really it. And but I do think sometimes, like, me personally, I guess sometimes skip that aspect of, I can help you and not have to monetarily help you.
Exactly.
And I would say I wouldn't say it's necessarily a character flaw, but it is definitely something that I have to be aware of and stop myself from doing. It's like, you cannot just throw money at the problem. Like, yeah, I'll take care of it. I'll figure it out. That's just naturally who I am. But I realize that it's not always the best thing for the situation. Sometimes it's like, offer your expertise. I can help you do X, Y, and Z. If someone is going to school and they need to pass an exam, if you have study techniques and tips, I can help you study. I don't necessarily have to try and do everything for you. I can be supportive of you and try to help you achieve your goal, but I don't have to basically put my purse behind it and feeling like, oh, I'm not a good friend or I'm not a good person because I didn't put my purse behind it. Sometimes that's not what, and realize sometimes that's not even what the other person wants.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just they need a little bit of help. I'm not asking you for financial help. If it's opportunity, if it's job, just there's multiple ways to support someone and help them in their time of need. That's not always just financial, because like I said, you could do it once and lose everything because the work hasn't been done to teach you to be responsible. But if I teach you how to be responsible, what is the saying? Like, if you teach a man to fish, he'll never be hungry again. And that, I feel like that was a hard thing for me to learn. Like, sometimes you just have to teach people how to fish. And that was your support and that was your help.
I can use a prime example. People will always ask me like questions about Canva, right? And instead of just showing them, here's how you use it, I was like, oh, I'll just do it for you. And then it gets to a point where it's like, all right, I don't got time to keep doing stuff for people. Like, let me show you how to actually work this. Let me show you this. Let me show you that. And then it just makes it so much easier, because you also don't want to feel like people are dependent on you for certain things. And the one time you say no, then it's a problem.
Yeah. And I think a lot of times people run into that. It's like, the one time you say no, now it's World War III. And it's like, but I've helped you so many other times. And it's like, well, why is that not enough? It's like you're always going to want more, because it's easier to have somebody do it for you than take the time and do it yourself. Or, okay, they taught me how to do it. Even if I don't understand, it's like, I could call you like, remind me how I'm supposed to do that? Okay, cool. Got it. Rather than be like, could you do this for me? Could you make this wire? Can you make this? Can you do this? And it's just like, who the fuck said I got time to be sitting around doing this? It may only take me 15 minutes, but you're signing me, you're assigning my 15 minutes. And I'm like, well, no, I wanted to sit on the couch and do nothing for 15 minutes. I don't want to spend my 15 minutes doing this, but you feel like I should be obligated to do so because I've done it so many other times. And I think that part of that is just like boundaries. Like, no, No means no. I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to. Even if I don't want to teach you, I no. YouTube it. I don't feel
Yeah.
like doing it right now. I don't have to, but if I can, it's much better just to teach people so that they can be self-sufficient.
And
Even if it's going to take me more time to teach you, I'd rather just
and
get it
not
done so
even
I
that.
don't have to do this again.
I think that like the thing that I'm learning about myself in this like phase of my life, I feel like I never noticed it in my younger years, but I've overextended myself to people like in general, just I don't know. I just overextended myself like, oh yeah, I'll do it. Oh yeah, sure this. Oh yeah, like just because like okay, I'm not doing anything or what do I have to lose? Or sure, like not for any particular reason, but I feel like people have gotten so used to that being like a part of my character that now people just expect me to go above and beyond and have these expectations like, wait, what the, how we get here? And it's like, girl, because you say yes all the time. That's why. And it's like, I didn't even realize I was always saying yes. Because my thing is like, oh, it's not going to hurt me to help you. So it's like, just do it. But now it's like, sometimes I say no just because, just for the plot. Like I can't.
Finally,
Like, I can't. I'm not gonna be able to make it.
people know like as much as we are very alike, we are different in a lot of ways. Like I am a hell no kind of person. All right, no,
Me, I'll
no,
be thinking about
I
it, like,
don't want
can
to.
I?
I don't feel like it. Actually, and even like social events and shit, you could tell me something 2 weeks prior. I still would be like, I actually, even in this present moment, 2 weeks before an event starts, I don't want to go. Just the thought of this event is causing me mental turmoil. I don't want to go. And Sierra she'd be like, oh, I have to go to this event. Such and such asked me to do this. And I'm like, I can hear it in your voice. You don't want to. Just say no. It's just like, but they do. I'm like, just say no. No is a
I
full
know.
sentence. No. Period. And just move on. But she cannot say no. But I would say in recent years, you've been a lot better. At one point, it was just like, no, 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 no. I was like, all right, reel it back in. Now you just took it way too far. I was like, you can say no.
Yeah, like it was one point I was just saying no just to know.
You could say no tactfully.
It's like you learn to say no. It's just like no,
Hell no. I don't
the
want to
fuck no. Like it's like whoa.
just say, it's like you don't have to say no so like matter of factly, but also not a no with mad explanation. There's a middle ground of no.
Yeah.
I
My
can do
new
some
thing
things, but I can't
is
do
just
everything.
if it's a no. Well, now I consider like, is this really a no, or you just saying no just because? You know what I mean? So now I'm like, no, I'm not gonna be able to do that. If there's some other way I can support you, let me know. Like, stuff like that. Before it was either like me finessing a way to be there to help people or to support people, and then it just went to no. So now I'm like finding the balance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's one of those things like everybody's not going to understand. There are
Yeah.
going to be some people who are going to try to keep score and keep track. Like, oh, but you did this for this person, and now when I'm asking you, saying, I was like, well, you should have asked me first. I don't know. Like,
You caught me at a bad time.
I can't do it for everybody. And it's like,
Yeah.
I've been in that situation. Like, I like to show up for as many people as I possibly can because I just feel like it's important. What is the purpose of having a community in a village if you don't show up and participate in it?
Right.
But sometimes I have to be like, I am doing way too much. Like, it's going to cost me way more to make all these things happen, to show up for these things, not in comparison, like, oh, nobody would do that for me. But it's like sometimes like, is this a smart decision? Should you really be doing that? It's gonna cost you 3 times the amount of money to do this. And it's just like sometimes you just can't do it. And
or shouldn't
do it. Like, it doesn't make sense for me to do this. Like, I can send you a nice gift. I can send you a nice text. I can do a lot of things from afar. Realizing that I live 10 hours away from my friends, it's either I'm going to have to drive, which means that round trip is 20 hours, or I have to fly. If it's a situation where I fly just myself, okay, fine. But even still getting around, I flew. So I don't have a car. I can't just like pick up and go. It's like there's logistics that have to go on. And sometimes I have to be like, okay, the logistics just aren't logisticking. And you gotta say no. It is no way possible that you could finesse this situation. I just can't do it. Doesn't mean that I love you any less or I don't support you. It just doesn't work for me right now. I had to just be okay with that. I'm okay with that. I know it's not from an ill place. So if somebody takes it that way, it's nothing that I could do about that. But the days of extreme overextension, I just
For me,
I can't do it.
it's always how people go about it. Like, I'm very much the type of person, if you ask me, can I be somewhere, can I come somewhere, can I travel, can I do whatever, I'm going to let you know immediately if I can or if I can't. I'm not going to drag it out and then at the last minute be like, yeah, so I'm not going to be able to come. It's like, that for me is what pisses me off, because it's like, why you just didn't from the beginning say I'm not going to be able to make it? You know what I mean? Like, you knew from the beginning that you couldn't pull this off. You wouldn't be able, not you, but I'm saying in a situation, the person wouldn't be able to make it or couldn't come. So why not just say that, opposed to now it's the day before, it's the week before, and all of a sudden you're like either ghosting the situation or just like, oh yeah, my car broke down, blah, blah, blah. It's like, girl, you could have said that 2 weeks ago when we first discussed this, that things changed and it's not going to work. Okay. Or you couldn't do something or whatever the case may be. Like,
Right. Yeah. And this is another way that the random question and the main topic are just the exact same thing.
oh God, what is the main topic?
So I feel like, people say, oh, we're losing recipes. I feel like we've lost our sense of community in a sense, in that I feel like this is the generation where we really don't be doing shit. Like, people, I think the things that we do are on such an extreme level. Like, oh, it's a 20-person group trip, or it's a birthday, or it's a bachelorette party. It's all of these different things. It's always so grand. But like simple shit, like housewarmings, cookouts, like really base level things, we don't do them anymore. And it's always like nobody hosts, nobody do anything. Or when you do host, people don't show up. And it makes it so hard. And it's not just like us as adults, even things down to kids' birthday parties. Like having a school age child, I was thinking like, oh, she's going to be at like a birthday at least once a month. It's going to be somebody's birthday. We got to go to a birthday party. Kids got to do all of these different things, because when I was in school, it was always somebody's birthday.
Every weekend was somebody something.
And sometimes you would go to the same venue weekend after weekend after weekend. Because let me tell you, the skating rink in Crofton, freaking Jeepers, somebody's birthday was at either one of those locations. And you are
the
going.
Chuck E. Cheese,
bowling alley. You were going to the same venues, but it was always something. Like, I probably went to every single one of my classmates' birthdays. My birthday was in July. Well, it is in July. So when I had parties, I mean, I still had the same friends pretty much, because we were in kindergarten together. So everybody knows what somebody's birthday is. We all know each other's moms. Our moms know each other. So it's like, shit. Some people I went to school with, my mom went to school with their parents, or my grandma knows their parents. It's just like very much a sense of community. So it's like, oh yeah, you can go over there. Like I remember, like, we would have all the girls like sleepovers. It was known that even the teacher knew, oh, it's such and such birthday. All the kids are going to their house. So we literally would bring our sleeping bags, our overnight bag to school with us. Because when 3:30 lets out, all 6 of us is going with their mama. We all get in the car and we go into their house for the weekend. I see my mom on Sunday. I call, everybody, we get to their house. Everybody call, let your parent know you made it. And we be here all weekend. Sunday mornings, your mama come pick you up and you were good to go. But I just feel like now those things don't, as granted, sleepovers is a whole different thing. Yeah. I'm never hosting a sleepover. My kid can't go to no sleepover. It just is what it is. So those things, yes, they change, but even just birthday parties, it just seems like none of that exists anymore. And I'm just like, why? Like, what's wrong with us? And why we haven't just continued some of the same traditions that we grew up on?
I have a couple of different viewpoints on this. I feel like, for me personally, all of like my closest friends or friends that have kids don't live close by. So when I think about like hosting something, like let's say Celine's birthday this year, it's like she's not getting another party till she's 5, because the first 2 we overdid it. You know what I mean? Like, but that's just how we are as a family. Like, me and my mom, you give us an inch, it's gonna be I don't even know what. But I think that, like, for me, because I know that for me to do something simple, like I used to love to host stuff all the time, like even when we were just in our apartment. But that's because I had easy access to like everybody. Like, okay, everybody just come here. I'll cook food. I'll do this, do that, or I'll order something. But for me, I don't care to do it as much anymore because I know for my friends to even get here, they have to jump through loops, bounds, hell, and high water to even get to me. So it's just kind of like.
But have we made that an excuse? Because if you think about it,
Well, yeah, for me, because it's like, maybe it's just the level of disappointment. Like, okay, if I do this, who's going to be able to come? And if they can't come, I'm not going to want to do it anymore. Like,
I
if I
think
have
that
something.
ends up being more of the issue than the distance, because it's like people travel and drive like an hour, 45 minutes, an hour in the car. Really, I feel like it's just normal.
Yeah.
Especially from even us being spread out as a friend group, just the places that we would want to go, it's going to take 45 minutes to an hour to get there. Unless you live in like DC where you can just easily, a walkable area, or everything is in such short distance, nowhere is going to take you 15 minutes or less. Like we are not, yes, granted, when we got out of college, everybody pretty much stayed in the same area because that's what everybody knew. Nobody knew, like, I'm not going to live in fucking White Marsh. What's out there? I don't know. But it's like when you got to make more adult decisions, it's like, okay, we got to look a little bit further to get what I want. And it's like, but really, it's not like we're doing it every single weekend. It just, I don't know. I don't know. Like, from where my parents live to where majority of my family lives, we always just get in the car, even when we lived in PG County. It could take you an hour to get certain places in PG County. If somebody live in Bowie, oh baby, just know you on 301 and you stuck. There's traffic.
But also, I think that our generation in general, it even goes back to like the whole social media thing, where it's like me or even you, it's like, even if I'm not doing anything special, if I'm wearing a cute outfit, I'm going to post it. You know what I mean? Like, but I feel like a lot of people in our generation, if they're not on vacation, if they're not at a wedding, if it's not a big thing, they're not going to post or do it. So same thing when it comes to events. If the event is not going to be on this grand scheme or make it picture worthy, I don't know. And I also think that a lot of people don't know how to host, number one. A lot of people are cheap. They rather spend their money, $400 at the club, than to spend $200 to put some food on a grill. You get what I'm saying? Because which one is more lit? And I feel like I don't know. I don't think that a lot of people want to do that. I think a lot of people in our age group are still in their party phase. If you don't have kids, even some people who do have kids, but like a lot of people who, if you don't have kids, you're still in your party phase. So hosting for you, like, what do I want these people to come to my house for when we could go to the club and be lit and do this and do that? That's just what it comes off as to me.
Yeah, I could see that, because definitely is. I would say from all the things that we have hosted at our house, from like birthday parties to Super Bowl, whatever. For the most part, if we host something, we don't really ask anybody to bring anything. Like if you want something specific to drink, cool, you could bring that. Because I just kind of wasn't raised like that. Like,
either you host something, you supply everything.
You supply everything. Like, yeah, we wasn't raised like that. That you host something that's like, oh, I need everybody to cook something. Even if you did need help, it was like I contacted that person specifically. Like, hey, can you make this? Can your mom make some meatballs? Like, you could bring it on your way. Like, but it's one thing. It's not like it's not a potluck. It's not every single person. It's like, no. If I want people to gather at my house, the least I could do is feed you. And even still to that day, part of why I don't like throwing events is, one, you'll send something out and people don't RSVP. That's one. Or people will say they're going to show up to something and you budget in your mind. It's like, okay, if I know I have 20 people coming, then you buy food for 20 people. And those 20 people don't show up. So it's like, and they don't even contact you to say, oh, I'm not going to be able to come, whatever. So sometimes I've tried to just start buying stuff like day before, because it's just like, this is a hassle. I spent all of this money and y'all fucking wasted money, time, and y'all like wasted it. And it's just like, it just puts a bad taste in your mouth. It's just like, I don't even feel like doing this shit. It's like, I'm trying to be here and treat y'all little heathens correctly. Like, there's fresh food. When, nigga, I could have gave y'all some pizza. I could have saved my money and did pizza. And it's just like, or people don't say that they're not going to show up or don't say anything at all. So you don't count them. And then they show up and it's like, well, I don't got shit for you.
And not only do they show up, they got the nerve to bring people.
I'm just like,
and showing up 2-3 hours late.
I wasn't prepared for this. Now, certain things, if it's like when my grandma used to have cookouts, this is an all day function. And it, like my grandma's cookouts, like it will be a revolving door of people because she has so many friends. So it's like, you know, the friends that's coming early in the day. Most time the people with kids are coming earlier in the day. The kids are running around playing outside. But the second that sun starts to set, the people with the kids tend to leave. The next set of people who they here to smoke, drink, play cards,
That's
and curse up, and curse up a storm and have a great time.
And you got some people that overlap, but
yeah, you got some people that overlap. Like, we will be there all day and night. Cause one thing my family gonna do, we gonna eat and we gonna play some cards. So we will be here. And the kids, it's my grandma's house. Y'all know
do what y'all do. I ain't even see my parents all day half the time. When my parents used to host stuff,
right? The most we doing is running outside to get a soda, and then some. That's how you know where your people was, because somebody would be like, "Don't get no more sodas." Dang, why you watching me? You're like, "This your 6th soda today. Don't get no more."
Or it's like when you were like the older kid, or if you had special privileges, and they start bringing out the crabs and the real good ribs,
and you go sit at that table, and they be like, "I'm like, no.
I belong here.
I belong here. Them other kids, they can't sit here. But me, I'm going to sit at this table." So it's like, you used to have that. And it was just, I swear my grandma was throwing a cookout every damn week or every other week. We was always there. And everybody was just,
but you know what else?
Everybody's meeting place.
I just feel like, aside from the lack of community, I just think it is expensive to host things. And when you do host things and people don't show up, or they do this and do that, it could be off-putting. But also, back in the day, we had people to buy food stamps from. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't even got nobody. Like, I can't name one person I know that get stamps. Not enough to be buying them off them. So you want me to go to the store and spend $500 on cookout food for you to either just not come, or to do this, or you stop by for 2 seconds and then now you go to the lit function, or whatever the case may be? No, I'm not doing all that.
Yeah, like some things, it definitely kind of gives afterthought.
Yes.
And it's just like, nobody wants to feel like that. Like, it's definitely like, it puts a bad taste in your mouth. And it's like, y'all done screwed me over one too many times. So now I don't want to do this. And you never want to have to be that person like, okay, everybody got to put up money in order for us to have this event. Because now it's just like, I got to pay to come to this shit.
Right.
Now I don't want to. It just gets on my nerves. Even things for like birthdays, dinners, and all of these things. It's just like, everything just seems like it's such a hassle, mainly because people don't like to show up on time. Now, I will never claim to be the on-time person, but I'm not that person showing up an hour late.
Yeah, no.
You might get a good 15, 20 minutes out of me that I'm not on time.
Yeah.
Ever. I let you know I'm running late.
Mm-hmm.
I will let you know I'm running late. I'm going to be there in 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's not even late. That's just like,
That's parking.
Yeah.
I had to park
like I'm around the corner.
That was about 15 minutes. But the people that show up an hour and a half, 2 hours late and just strolling like it's nothing, it's like, come on.
It's just rude.
It's that shit is so disrespectful. It's just so annoying. It's like, now I don't even want to have this no more, because y'all can't even plan accordingly to come on time. So now it's just like, no, if I do something with for my birthday, it's gonna be me and my man, because this is reliable, rather than making things a celebratory event as we once knew them to be. It's just like, no. So now everybody, I feel like, is very isolated. It's kind of like, I see you when I see you kind of thing. And it's just like, I really wish that it didn't have to be like that. I wish people would just, one, respect other people's time, respect that other people took time out, thought, effort to put something together. And if you said you was going to come, just come. You could have said previously that you wasn't going to show up, but to just like dub it 100%, day of.
But I also feel
like, what the fuck?
But I feel like in situations like that, which I have been victim to, it's like people will say they're gonna come, but like want something else that pops up that's like a more lit or fun event to go to, they're gonna do that instead. And I feel like for me, I'm not a party in the club every weekend type of person. I can very much so just call my friends over and we can have a game night. Like I've kind of always been that way. Like, yes, I love going to the club, doing this, doing that. But I've always been more like, okay, let's get like the core people together, have game night, eat food, do this, do that. But I really genuinely feel like people in our age group that don't have kids or aren't married or aren't in a relationship, they prefer to live the fast lifestyle. And honestly, a lot of these bitches can't cook. So how they hosting something? They can't cook nothing. Niggas don't know how to grill and season meat. And also, where we hosting it at? Because for me, the minute I buy a house, we hosting stuff all the time. But then again, it's like, well, a lot of people that I would invite either live far. So it's like, okay, you're gonna have to stay the night or whatever. But it's just so many different factors. But at the root of it, I don't think people really want to put in the work to have the sense of community that we had growing up because people are just self-centered.
True. But I think that with this, I feel like overall, like what it'll continue to lead to is people won't have long-term relationships anymore.
Well,
and
yeah,
I feel like
a lot of people don't.
they will not have long-term relationships. And it just feel like I don't know what that is or how people even live life without having any kind of long-term thing. Because like even when we go places, people know we live pretty far in the realm of Atlanta. If people in Atlanta, as much traffic as Atlanta has, some people, if they have to drive more than 20 minutes, it's far. Is this? I'm like, child, you drove 20 minutes and you went 3 blocks. You didn't go far.
To me,
You literally
getting in
went
the
around.
car,
It should have taken you 20 minutes to get there. But it's also like this is not it's not a one-time thing, but it's not an every weekend kind of thing. Like you could come to something. If I know I gotta drive an hour, okay, I can drive an hour. I can get there relatively early because most people do not be ready. If they say 2 o'clock, the food ain't ready at 2 o'clock. No, if I host, I try to have it as close to ready as possible. At least there's things that y'all can eat, snack on while I finish the last couple of things. I like because I also like to be able to have my stuff done, clean my kitchen. I don't want to be cooking nothing else. Worst thing is like if stuff is going on the grill, you kind of want that to be hot and fresh. But majority of everything is already done. So when you come, you know, nobody wants to be that greedy ass person that as soon as I walk in the door, I beelined it to the food. Like, okay, hey, how y'all doing? I do my rounds. Now I'm gonna walk my ass over there because I don't want y'all to be like, this fat ass really just sat up there. I'm gonna do my rounds with my plate at night.
listen.
But it just be like you could do it, and I hate that sometimes it's just like I feel like a lot of should just be excuses because we'll go places and people are like, oh my god, thank you for coming all the way over here, and I'm like, you live near the mall that I shop at, so this was not far. Like on a regular Saturday, I could have already been over here and not thought twice about it. And I think that people do that all the time. It's like, no, it really wasn't far. You just didn't fucking want to.
But
Or
it's like, but why? Why don't they want to? If these
it's
are the
like
people,
you rather have it where people come to you rather than you having to extend the olive branch and come to other people. Like we go to so many people's shit. I just feel like, okay, we'll go to so many people's shit. It's like we never complain about it. Like, y'all live so far from us. It's like, okay, we know where we live. That's fine. This ain't like I'm going to your house on Friday, your house on Saturday, somebody else's house on Sunday that I had. Now I'm really making mad trips. It's like, it's a Saturday. I can carve out my time to do whatever else. And it's like, if it's one of those things where, oh, I don't want to drive back super late, I'm going to get there at a relatively good time, you know, join everybody, fellowship, whatever. And I'm going to leave at a time that I feel like it's appropriate for me to leave so I can get where I can get home and not feel like, oh, I'm driving super late at night or I'm tired by this point. No, I can come and, you know, do whatever and leave. But I still came to enjoy everybody and be around. And really, I feel like that's the only way that you further connections, relationships, and things like that. It's like, y'all gotta fucking show up and everything can't just be a turn up thing. Like, I would rather turn up in somebody's apartment. If y'all got a little rooftop, apartment complex, like grill situation, I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm there. I will bring me a cup water, a high noon. I will bring a bottle. If you need food, if you need something for the food, if I'm like at a place where I can make something, I have no problem making anything. Like people ask me to make green tea shots. That's what you ask me to make.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. I'll do that. I buy the supplies. I'm never like, oh, can y'all send me bread, bitch? No. How old are if you ask me to do something and I say yes,
I'm just gonna do it.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go do it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we run out and we need to go repurchase more, then yes, somebody like people, other people can pitch in to make sure we can keep furthering this going. But the initial thing, I'm not asking you to everybody to send me $5. What kind of bullshit is that? Like,
Mm-hmm.
it just wasn't raised like that.
Yeah.
You just don't
No.
do that.
It's very tacky.
The only time is like if it's something OD expensive, like crabs.
Yeah. Okay. No
If
crabs.
you're trying to have crabs for shit, sometimes even a size crab,
Yeah.
the time of the season, the place you go, the price could go. If it's a holiday weekend,
Mm-hmm.
the price could be
Yeah.
whew,
Like
through
if
the
you want to host
roof.
something with crabs, I need to know
Then
who all's going to be eating them.
yes, who's eating the crabs? And then we could break down the cost because if we got to get a bushel of crabs, that costs. That is an extra thing. It's going the amount you're going to pay for the crabs. You have leftovers from everything else that you bought. It's not going to equate to burgers, hot dogs, chicken. It's going to cost you so much money
Mm-hmm.
to do that. So it's like fine, we can start splitting the cost from there.
Yeah.
But that's for one thing, and usually everybody doesn't eat crabs.
Exactly.
So it's just for the people that wanted it and pitched in for it. That is a different thing. That has an asterisk next to it.
Mm-hmm.
But asking people to send you bread for burgers and hot dogs,
That's crazy.
it's crazy. Bitch, and I buy potato bread. So I'm not going nowhere and be like, could you actually send me some? Can everybody send me? Can everybody Zelle? What's your No.
Asking people to send you money for pizza and wings, crazy.
Diabolical. Like they ain't
Crazy.
had no coupon.
Like
They didn't have no coupons. Like something.
why did you want to host?
Exactly.
I'm confused.
Hosting is an art. There is an art to hosting. If you volunteer to host, certain things are the host's responsibility. Anything outside of that, then you can ask people for different things. But don't volunteer yourself to do something if you're really not capable of doing it. Unless we all agree. If we all say, oh my God, we should grill, and like you're inviting 20 people, you invited 20 people, I invited 20 of my own people. Yes, now we've turned this thing into a really
A thing.
Now,
Yes.
the people who agreed to host this, if you invited mad people, then y'all can split the cost between the 3 or 4 of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
We just use this one person's house for the venue.
But I also think like what we're saying is true. And in a perfect world, yes. But I truly feel like people and their lifestyles are not focused on community. I even think about how like even growing up and going to church, right? There's not a lot of people who go to church or even raise their families in church, not even for a religious standpoint, but just because like people will sit here and say like they're Christian and all this other stuff, but it's like you're not a part of your community or your church community. So it's like it's a weird thing. I just don't think people in our age group are interested in these things. They can complain about losing recipes all they want to, but if you majority of the people who say these things, if you give them two options to go to the lit day party or to go to their homegirl's house and have a cookout, they're going to choose to go to the lit day party. I don't care what they say. That's literally, I've seen it happen a million times, because most of the time why they're going out is not for the vibes and the fun. You're going out for the shenanigans, it to be seen. That's literally what our generation has turned into.
And it's sad. It's honestly really sad. And we fucking it up for ourselves and everybody else afterwards, because when the club dies, because the club already is dead.
The
club is dead. Once sections and bottle service became like a thing, like a must, because I feel like VIP sections used to always be like further away from everything. And that was reserved for like the people with money.
Like, and you really don't even want to really be up there the whole time. It's like you just want to have somewhere to like rest your feet and sit your things, you know what I mean? But you don't really want to be there the whole time.
Yeah, it's like I just want to have a safe place I could put my for my purse.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
For my
headed.
little jacket, you know.
Yes, I'm headed to that. And it's usually like one or two people who sit, and their job is they are the sitter.
Yeah.
They just babysit everybody's
Or you
stuff.
might take some turns, you know.
Yeah, like that's like, oh, do you want to go? Like, you want to get a drink? You want to do something?
Mhm.
And it's like, no, I'm fine. All right, well, you continue to watch the shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going over there,
Right.
and we about to get this shit started. It just, I don't. Yeah, the bottle service killed everything. And then now from that, now that every club there is no dance floor, it's only bottle service. What are they gonna do when this thing is over?
But my thing is, I just don't understand how people can afford to live like this.
Because people don't have no real responsibilities.
But I'm just saying, like, okay, if you, like we've discussed a million times, not everybody makes six figures. Let's say you even make, I don't know, 80,000 a year, right? You got your rent, which most people's rent is upward of $2,000. You got a car note, you got insurance, you got whatever. A lot of people eat out every day. That's expensive. Even if you're not buying groceries, it's expensive to live. I just don't understand how people be in the clubs and at the day parties like every weekend or every other weekend having bottle wars. Are y'all scamming or not? How are y'all affording to do this? Is
Bottle
bills
wars-
not getting paid? Is that
Bottle
what you're
wars
telling me?
always gave me scam because I just be like, ain't no way these clubs are charging you $300. One, they charge you $300 for a $45 bottle.
Like, I just really want to know. And not only are you doing that, you're going on lavish trips and you're wearing design. Like, I want to know, how are people doing this? Are they running up their credit card bills? Are they scamming? How are they doing this so frequent, at such a frequent rate? Whether you have kids or not, I don't understand how everyday folks are doing this.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. But in turn, those are the same people. They be like, I don't know how you as a parent can afford daycare. It's like, I mean, you just reroute your money. If you have extra spending to spend on these, I'm like, really, if you added up how much money you spend out when you go every weekend, you and I probably are equal in what we're spending every day. I just spend my money differently because
Sure.
I'm not going to the club, but I may have to pay $300. If you can buy a $300 bottle every single week, 4 weeks out of the month, you can afford childcare, $300 a week. You can afford these things. And I think that's the thing, is a lot of people can afford it, but when you compare your life to somebody else's, it's like, oh, actually, we just spend our money differently. You don't have to pay some of these major bills that I have to pay, childcare, even if it's like when you have your money coming out of your check, health insurance, they're not paying family plans. They're paying for individual. And a lot of companies now, some people aren't even paying for that because the companies that they work for pay for it. So it's like that, those additional things that come out of our checks. Some people, if they're not putting money into retirement accounts, you may. So it's like, if I kept this money in my account, when my paycheck hits, actually, I would have probably $400 more if I didn't pay for health insurance and I didn't put money in my 401k. So it's like, I could afford to do those things.
It just seems so excessive.
It seems expensive because like the money is being spent differently. It's the same amount of money. We're just spending it differently. If I'm single, I ain't got no kids, what the hell am I worried about retirement for? If I'm young and in my 20s, I'm not thinking about what I'm going to do at 65.
I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the people who are in our age group.
No, I'm saying that. But even some people in our age group that don't have kids,
True.
They're not worried about that. Most people are not worried about saving money for retirement, or as much as people like the, invest. These motherfuckers ain't investing in nothing.
You investing in the club.
They're not saving no money. They're not doing really anything. Yeah. So it's just like we all kind of have the same amount of money. But how we spend it is different. Now, if we're being responsible, saving, investing, paying for childcare, blah, 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 when we get to the end, it's like, okay, what I have left after I pay all my bills is obviously not going to be that much. So what I got left, I got to take this, and now it seems like, I got to put an extra $200 here because I want to go on a vacation 6 months from now. Whereas if you don't really have any super major financial responsibilities, I can go on vacation next month because all I got to do is, if I don't go out for 2 weeks, I got $800. I could catch this flight and go on vacation. If we splitting rooms, it don't even cost me that much. We ain't gotta stay at the nicest 5-star hotel. I realize I'm bougie as shit. In some places, I just will not stay. So some people who are just like, I just want to be there, they're cool with the hotel that is going to cost them $700 for 4 days. I'm not staying there. So I know for me, it's going to take me a little bit longer to get on that vacation because I got to put some more money away to stay and travel the way that I want to. But we all got the same money because everybody's generally making the same amount of money. It's just how we spend it.
I
So
guess
to
that's true.
us, people with real fucking bills and responsibilities, I'm like, y'all living reckless. Y'all living frivolously.
I'll be like, wait.
What do y'all do? I'm like, what do y'all do for now? Some people, depending on their field, y'all living differently. But the masses, we in the same realm. We just count our pennies a little
But
bit.
I also feel like I don't know, maybe because I did so much in my teens and 20s that like at this stage it's like I don't want to be doing all that every weekend. I want to do something else. Like I can't wait to have a backyard and smoke hookah in my backyard and tell my homegirl to come over. Like I don't want to go and spend $75 for a hookah in the hookah's trash. Like I don't want to go do that. Like
Yeah,
that's not fun to me.
I would very much rather be home, local, or even if I'm traveling, I just want to be around my people. Like I'm not like a party person really anymore. It's like it's cool, but it has to be a very specific kind of vibe. Because even I go places and I'm like, are we all at the same event? Because what the fuck are y'all wearing?
Right.
I like it. Just be so many. It literally happened to me last night. It's so many different groups of people all in the same location. It's like, yo, where are we going? What are we doing? I saw people out and I'm like, certain songs, oh my God, Fine China came on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, only a certain group of people was singing. The crew I was with was singing it.
Mm-hmm.
But you had people that was just like, I'm like, you don't know that?
What they want to hear.
I don't know. Like songs is coming on, and I'm
Like
the only line dance y'all know is Tamia and Boots on the Ground. Like y'all don't know. I'm like y'all niggas don't know the booty call. Like what's happening here? Like I'm like okay, clearly we're in two different areas. I shouldn't be here. I'm out of place, and I have to leave because
I just think that
this ain't for me. Like this is not my vibe.
Yeah.
Everything is going to eventually, and I think we kind of have to realize that we've ruined it so much that certain things, even down to songs, are going to fizzle out. Like you will, after our generation, you probably will never hear that song again. Songs that have lasted 40, 50 years, unless your grandparents is playing it, which unfortunately, when the natural attrition of life happens and they're no longer there, and we are the 40, 50-year-old crew, what we
I'm
gonna
telling
be
you right
doing?
now, Candy will never die. I will always do the electric slide to Candy. I just like
But these kids don't know the fucking electric slide. That's what I'm saying. Like they don't know how to do that. They don't know that Candy is the unofficial song of the electric slide. They don't know it. I witnessed
I
it.
promise you.
And I was just like, no, I witnessed it. They did not know the electric slide. They didn't know. They was just like standing. And I'm like,
Kurt Franklin stomp. Y'all know that?
they don't know that. They don't know that. Even when the BET Awards is on, you could look the group of people that when they were doing the Jamie Foxx tribute that was losing their mind, and then the crew that wasn't. You could see there's a clear difference here, and we are part of the people that have ruined it because we are not furthering these things. These niggas old school jams is gonna be Pooh Shiesty.
We can't let that happen. I'm sorry.
It's gonna be
Like
when our kids get older, Pooh Shiesty is gonna be the oldies. And it's like, whoa.
no.
Like this just can't be. But it is being because
We have to keep
we are
cookout music. You know what
doing
I mean? Like, well, guess what? We got to get it together then. That's just like I don't care about what none of these people doing. I know right now. As for me in this house, you will know every line dance from Cupid Shuffle to the goddamn Macarena. I don't care.
I guarantee you, ask somebody to do a Macarena. Never heard of it.
Hey,
Never heard of it. They be like, do a what? What's that?
listen,
You
you gonna learn cotton out.
Okay. Like certain things just they aren't gonna do it. And even I'm guilty of it. Even I'm guilty of it because I feel like when we have functions, like we don't be playing the right shit. And I'm like, no. We have got to get it together. I don't know if we need to start like a playlist and share it because these are the cookout staples.
Yeah.
And every Black child must know these songs.
Yeah.
Like the cousin talent shows. Granted, I realize that the cousins family is going to shrink and shrink because we are having kids much older and we're having less children. So, I mean, and I'm a one-hitter quitter. No way.
Listen, I
I'm
told
like, you
you.
better go over there to your cousin's house because I'm not doing that. But it is like the dynamics, the family, the Black family dynamic is changing.
But I also feel like this is gonna sound very morbid, but I've talked about it a million times how like I'm not as close to my actual family as I am my friends.
We too healed. That's what it's because a lot of bullshit, I think families kind of stayed together because it was so much, everything was an in house kind of thing. It was like, no, we don't go out and we don't share our business with other people, i.e., we don't go talk to a therapist about our toxic ass families. We don't do
And
that.
shit that's
We keep
toxic is
it,
normal. So
is
it's like, oh yeah,
normal.
whatever. Like
But once you get healed and start realizing, oh, this is actually not
dysfunctional as fuck.
acceptable behavior,
Mm-hmm.
then I think we get to a point, and I'm guilty of it being like, nope, cut off, gotta go. Disassociating rather than just being like, we can still maneuver around each other. However, on a one-on-one personal level, we may not have that. Like, we could sit here and kiki, but we've gotten to a place it's like, "Ugh, I just can't sit here and be fake. I can't do this." And it's just like, no, we just have to learn that we don't always have to say something like, I cannot allow you in my intimate space, but you could be around. And I've tried to start doing that with certain family members. Like, look, we don't gotta be, if we locked in, ain't no switching up.
Mm-hmm.
But I could also be like, oh, I'm not coming if she's coming.
Mm-hmm.
No, I just don't gotta be in your face. Like, we could be cordial. It don't have to be no issue. We could sit down, we could play cards, we could cheers, have a drink.
Yeah.
But
And I feel
this
like
is very basic.
a lot
It's
of it,
basic.
a lot of it for me is that like my own family don't get together anymore. Like back in the day, not even back in the day, even 10 years ago. Like,
Listen, I be there fucking them jerk burgers up.
hello?
Okay.
You know how it used to be.
Like, literally, I'm gonna be there. I don't play cards with Sierra's family. I don't do that. It gets very serious and they're like professionals. I don't play with them. I sit on the sidelines. I crack jokes. I drink my drink. I make drinks for other people. Oh, I'm gonna get the party drunk. And I'm going to get the food.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
here for the food.
I definitely want to get back to that, but I think my sense of family is like my friends, and I'm like, damn, do I gotta build a relationship with my cousins?
You know what? I think it's everything kind of, unfortunately, things have to be on a neutral ground. So, your mom's house, it's just going to always have to be at your mom's house. Neutral ground, because like it or not, she has mastered keeping things a neutral ground. When it is a cookout, none of that shit happens. Like, it's like, oh, we done forgot that I ain't talked to your ass in 6 fucking weeks, but it's fine. We here and I'm gonna see you. Yeah, but when she is out of sight, out of mind when you're not here. But when she opens her home to people, it is that like, my home is open. You can come in. We're here to have a good time, and everybody has a good time. So it's proof that we don't have to be buddy buddy, but we can still come together and be a collective. And it's just like, everybody know what it is. This is not the opportunity to sit down and have no deep ass conversation. Whereas our generation takes a social setting as, oh, can I pull you to the side and talk to you? This is not the place. It's not the place. Don't do that here. We're not going to take a walk. We're not going to be like, now we looking at y'all in the corner. It's not the time or place for that. We can just party, giggle, laugh. But at the end of the day, we already know what it is. If you want to have a deep personal conversation, we can do that at the appropriate time. This is not the appropriate time. Let's just kiki, haha, and bullshit. And I will say, outside of the toxic things, the previous generation, that part, they have mastered. They have mastered being welcoming, and just like sometimes you might have to bite your tongue. If you feel like your emotions are getting a little bit too much, then you need to leave. Like, you got to get up out of here. It's time for you to go home. You know, that means you show up. Some people are the early crew. They're going to show up when the shit gets started, help you finish setting up, put the ice and the shit in the cooler. They brought the ice. They brought the sodas, put it in the big ass cooler. I'm going to be here, first round of food. And then when the family members, we got a little static. Once they show up, I just know it's my time to exit. They walking in the door, I'm saying my goodbyes and I'm walking out. And nobody else is none the wiser.
And I feel like don't get me wrong. Like Matt's family, we get together a lot and like do things, but it's just not what I'm used to, like what I've been used to growing up. I'm used to like, yeah, there's a lot of kids there, but it's like our immediate family. It's not like extended where we're here all night playing spades, playing cards, dominoes, this, that, and the third. It's just like, all right, you're gonna get your vodka lemonade, you're gonna get a plate of food. After everybody eat, you might talk for a second, and then everybody's just going to drift off and go do what they do, whether you go take a nap or the men's just gonna watch the game. It's just like, it's cool, but it's just not like, it's just very close.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
Yeah. It's like really, I'm used to like growing up with like a huge family where, like you said, cookout, you can expect people to be there anytime between 12 p.m. and 12 a.m. Like, that's what I'm used to. Like, yeah. So I don't know. I think this is a task that I may or may not be willing to take on, but I don't know.
I feel like it can be done. It's just kind of one of those things that, unfortunately, it's like you just got to take the initiative and just do it.
Yeah.
And then kind of do it to just show people it's like, oh, we can do this differently. I think there has to be done within modification. You can't be like our parents, grandparents, and be like, oh, I'm throwing something on the grill tomorrow. Everybody pull up. Like that. We cannot do that.
Yeah.
But maybe I could give you a 2-week notice that, hey, I'm doing this on such and such weekend. Pull up is from this, from 2 until we got to stop having things early because that deters people from wanting to come. If some shit 12 o'clock, the fuck? No. 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock, 3, 4 o'clock. Most people gonna get there 4:30, 5. You'll have your stragglers that just like, why you bring your raggedy tail in here at 8 o'clock? Whatever, but that'll be less. Mm-hmm. That'll be a few people, but I think you kind of just show people what it could be. Have great music, a mix of music, nobody just plugging in the aux. Like we need to go back to our uncle who DJs. Come on, set it up. Mm-hmm. And make it known like your neighbor, so it's no like weird thing. Oh yeah, y'all can come over, mm-hmm. Get your plate, make it like this is a normal thing. Like
yeah.
Get your neighbors involved. Like, yeah, y'all could come over, grab a plate. This people you introduce, oh, this is my neighbor. Say hey, everybody. I'm not bringing you around like, oh, and this is my mom, and then this is mm-hmm. this is my neighbor. Mm-hmm. That was the introduction. And keep it going. I feel like your housewarming, hopefully it's the summertime. Or or either just delay until the summer. And boom, there you go.
But see, that's the problem. That still gives friend vibes because not all my family members can know where I live.
Okay, then we'll host it at your mom's house. We already know what she does. So we already know what she
does. My family is crazy and toxic. Like, I just be so afraid to, like, I feel like I've just been so far removed and I just live such a peaceful life. I'm just afraid to even, like,
But when the cookout is over and you close that door, that doesn't mean just show up. No. This is invitation only. Still. We can still have a grand time, but once I close that door behind y'all, pull it up at my house.
And don't come back again until you're invited.
Exactly. So we can do things with boundaries. No. We're not, I'm not giving you a tour. This is not a walk through my home.
No.
This is baby gates. You cross this gate, you open this, and baby gates are not easy to open. You open this on purpose?
No.
That was effort. This is not a tour. Enough for you to come in and get to the backyard. Or
just
for some
right
people, backyard, there. Walk around.
Just go right back there.
Walk around. Go through the gate. Don't even come inside. It's not. When you come in through the back door to go just into the kitchen area, the bathroom is right there, and that's it. Nowhere else for you to be. We got to train people to respect our space, but also not be so hell no and closed off. Myself included, because Colin will set things up, and I just like, I really don't feel like it, and it really be because I know how much I would kill the prices right. I would kill it because I know how much it costs. So, and I'm very much saying like, okay, how many people did you invite? I need to know who said they were coming, because if I get to this store and I cook the way I cook and I buy the quality of things that I like to buy, not I spend $400, I'm gonna be mad. But when people come, I will say, we do have a great time. I be flustered because I don't ask for help. So a lot of things of why I don't like hosting be my own mental issues. Like, I don't like asking for help. Certain people, I really don't want you to bring anything. No shade, no tea. I don't got time for no questionable ass food. You won't say you had that shit at my house. No.
Mm-mm. I don't even want people to ask who made the.
Who made the? I don't even eat potato salad, and I will call my grandma who makes what they say the best potato salad. I will get down on how to do it right. I will be on FaceTime. Does this look right? And calling these potatoes, I'm like, here, taste it.
I love a good potato salad. You know, aren't you supposed to be making banana pudding?
Okay. Well, I guess I'll have to make some today.
It doesn't have to be today. I'm just saying. I heard.
You heard from a person who didn't ask.
I'm just saying what I heard.
You heard from a person who didn't ask me if I was making banana pudding. They just made that up and then got you on board. And I'm just like, I never said.
He knew what he was doing. Because why would you say that in front of me? He said, didn't you say you was making banana pudding?
Never said. People, let me tell the world, I never volunteered to make banana pudding. One, because I despise bananas. I hate bananas. I hate the smell. I hate touching bananas. I don't.
For somebody who hates it, you make some good ass banana pudding. That's like one of my top 3 favorite desserts.
I don't fuck with it. I don't do it. But I get asked. And then I'm like,
stop doing stuff good. You won't get asked to do it.
I don't see, that's a problem. I don't know how to not do things well. I'd rather make some chili in the summertime than.
I'll take that too.
But anyway.
You make, I'll take.
If you don't bring it up, you, my dear, I will bring the chili ingredients to your home and cook it while you sit on the couch.
Yep.
You're going to get some chili. That's what you're going to fucking get. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And I will eat it happily, peacefully up under my blanket like it's in wintertime.
Listen. That whole like no soup. I don't know how you eat soup in the summertime. Bitch, it's cold in my house. I'm not outside eating soup. Because a cream of crab.
Girl.
Gonna hear me call. Order it. I don't care. 95
cream
degrees.
Crab, Maryland crab.
A lobster bisque.
Listen, a chicken tortilla soup.
That one at Chick-fil-A. Any time of the day, I will take it. Give it to me. I don't care. I'm going home to my air-conditioned house.
Like, please.
I could eat anything.
Ugh.
I eat ice cream in the winter. So,
right.
Come on.
Sure.
Yeah. So anyway, I challenge a lot of people, everybody, to start fostering your sense of community, rebuild it. And I really do think we should make like a cookout playlist, like everything from the line dances that you need to know. And we should do it and post it on our page so you can follow it. Yeah. And it can't be a thing like, oh, who's going to do the music? We already got you. We ready. We ready.
So yeah, we could do that.
Very mixed bag. We'll give you a little shiesty in there, but sprinkle it on there. Mm. But the meat and potatoes is going to be the classics. And drill these classics into your children because they must know.
Yeah. Because the way it's looking now could only get worse. So please, let's save the youth.
Yes, please. I'm about to make Harper do some Drew Hills because you cannot be out here and don't know what the hell you're doing.
Oh my gosh.
That's the punishment. 15 Drew Hills. Get it up. Oh yeah. That was episode 70.
That was a good one. Bye.